Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the latest episode of Talk of the Town. I'm Peter,
I'm Janet.
I'm Susie.
I'm Angus.
I'm Ross.
and on today's episode, we're going to be talking about winter festivals, solstice celebrations, New Year, what that means for everyone, and what it means for us personally. Take it away, Janet.
The winter festivals and the celebrations are common in most cultures, and it's a great reason for people to get together. You know, where there's loads of excuses of daily life and catching up with friends and family. The thing we're going to go with is the winter solstice. And I think it's to return, it's to look forward towards the sun, the longest night and the coming to the spring days, isn't it?
Yes, the winter solstice is way back in the day, everything was decided by the cycle of the moon. That's how you determined how long your harvest season was. It wasn't just the crops are obviously ready. It was the moon has been in this cycle for this many days. That means that it's time. And I remember that because it's always there and I can see it at all times. Can't really do that nowadays with light pollution. Also, most people aren't farmers anymore, which also helps. It was traditionally all about the lunar cycle, and that's why we have these solstice celebrations, is because in the summer solstice, the longest day, that's a great day. Everybody loves that. Lots of celebrations around the world around that time. And in the winter solstice, it's like a celebration of sun coming back, sun returning, as you said, as it was the shortest day, after which every day would be slightly longer. God knows how they measured it back then.
By the sun and the moon.
Well, yeah, obviously, but how would you know if it was, today's the day where, it was...
There must be ways of the shadow and the
Yeah.
casting and...
Intellectually, I know it's sundials and moondials and calculations by a few clever people who would then spread that knowledge to everyone else. Emotionally, I can't understand it because it's too complicated for me, and I've got a phone that tells me when it is, so...
There's also Yule, which is apparently it's from Germanic and Norse pagan traditions. We have Hanukkah, that's between the 14th to the 22nd of December. It's also known as the Feast of Dedication, which is in the Bible. You know, we've got the Christmas, we've got Hogmanay, and we've got the Chinese New Year. And Susie, we've got Chinese New Year, but also isn't there Chinese solstice that's coming up?
Yeah, so in China, people would traditionally celebrate the winter solstice, which is in Chinese is Dongji. It's a major festival in China, in the Chinese calendar, sorry. It's kind of like Christmas, so it's like a time where families would get together and friends as well, have a big feast and celebrate it. Normally, winter solstice usually falls on either the 21st or the 22nd of December.
Right.
And that's usually the same each year, which, like you said, marks the shortest daytime and the longest night of the year. Traditionally, Chinese people would make Chinese dessert. It's called Tong Yun. This is like a sweet soup made out of glutinous rice balls in a hot broth. And we put ginger slices and some rock sugar to sweeten it up. And the glutinous rice balls is made round. It symbolises reunion and prosperity. You can make them with different fillings. So there's peanut, red bean, and one of my favourites is black sesame filling.
Nice.
It's a little soft paste inside the glutinous rice balls. They're similar to mochi. Don't know if anyone's heard of them.
Yeah, I've tried mochi.
Tasty.
Be having that near the time. It also keeps you warm too because of ginger.
So what are everyone's Christmas traditions? Let's get into this. We've got the food, the decorations, trees, games, musics. Angus, what's some of your traditions that you like?
Well, I don't know what Christmas will be like for me now because this year I just moved out, so I live by myself. But I guess we can get into that part later on. But usually, Mum would quite similar to Halloween, she'd take Christmas decorations very seriously. So the nice old Christmassy looking stuff and the nice Christmas smell, and we'd have games to play on Christmas. Because she would usually buy a few things from the shop and have whoever can win this challenge gets to pick a reward. But when that type of stuff stops, then it kind of can take a bit of a deep turn. But again, we can get on to that later.
Yeah,
on, I
we'll
suppose.
cover that a bit later. Ross, what's some of your traditions?
Well, it starts with Christmas Eve. We go to see my granddad in the home, and then we all go to my sister's house and have a party.
Nice.
And then on Christmas Day, my sister comes to my house for Christmas dinner. I live with my mum and dad, so they come, and then we go to my uncle's at night.
Oh, nice.
Aye.
So it's
So you get to see everybody.
and
Aye.
everyone takes a little bit of the pressure.
Yeah,
as well.
definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds nice. What about yourself, Peter?
Nothing fancy, like just usually going back to my parents' house. We've got a hideous plastic tree. We put that one up, and there's a specific Christmas decoration that my little brother made in primary school very, very long time ago. And it's like a toilet roll tube, because that's what we were doing that day at school in his class. It was a toilet roll tube that you turned into a decoration, so it's like dressed up like Santa.
Yeah, I know the ones.
Yeah, and it's great because you put it on top of the tree. Anyway, they've had the same one for over 20 years. It's just very sweet.
I do think those sort of ones are, the older they are, it's almost like, right, how long can we keep it for? How long can it last? And
I know. It's remarkably intact, even though it's made of thin cardboard and PVA glue or whatever.
I bet it's in the most sturdiest box, though.
It's locked in a safe, actually, at all other times.
Those items are going to have more sentimental values than if you just buy more Christmas stuff in the shop. Like today, we have mainly had the ones since I was a child, or even the ones that Mum kept when she was a child. So it's like it's not just like cheap plastic tat you would get these days. So
Yeah. Well, I think there's that thing of, you have to keep stuff.
yeah.
It is emotional. You
Yeah.
get attached to them.
We've put our tree up the other day, was it the first?
Yeah.
Too.
No, that's lovely. It's like everyone's got their little traditions. Some of my traditions is like when we got me and my husband's our first Christmas tree, I almost cried when we needed to get rid of it. And it was like you were saying, like one of those plastic ones that was so bare, there was hardly nothing on it. But I really didn't want to chuck it because it was, the memories. And I really get how they're sentimental. And it could be that a friend's bought it that you don't see anymore, or some of those sort of things. It is all about memories. And it makes the house look pretty. It makes it look pretty and cheerful, and
It will still look great no matter how you decorate
exactly. We sort of go round and we both just take all the decorations out and just put them on, but somehow at the end it works. There's no system, no rhythm, it's just chuck it on and it always looks good. Are we doing about movies in this one? Yeah.
Yeah.
What's everyone's worst?
So I think the worst one, I could mention this briefly on the Halloween one, but I think it might be the Star Wars Holiday Special or Christmas Special. I can't remember what it's called. It's the worst. It's definitely, I think, one of the worst Christmas films, but ironically, it is one of the best Star Wars films.
I can't actually remember that one.
I think what happens is it's kind of somewhat centered around like Chewie's family. I think there was this kind of a thing back in the day where I've seen this with other programs where even if there was a story, it would kind of do a bit of siding onto other things. So like Chewie's son would be building a wee device, and you would actually spend like a dedicated 5 minutes watching him build it, and it doesn't do anything to the plot. It's just there. And my favorite part of the entire show is when Chewie's wife is watching a cooking show. That's my favorite. So bad it doesn't feel like Star Wars.
It doesn't sound like Star Wars, but
That's why I like it. It's
Absolutely
so funny.
dreadful.
To see something so not Star Wars
yeah.
in a Star Wars actually made by a Star Wars crew is very funny. And
You can see, you're really smiling, sort of talking about it.
yeah, I was just watching it thinking this is a 10.
So I don't have a worst of it. I can't think of a worst Christmas. But I do like Home Alone.
Yeah.
That's a good classic. It's always on TV, and I don't even know how many times I've even watched it. And then there's a couple lovey-dovey ones. The Love Actually.
Yeah.
And then The Holiday. I don't know if anyone else has
I love The Holiday. It's a nice sort of snuggle down film.
Yeah.
What about you?
I would say it was the same as Susie's.
Yeah?
I like all the films there.
Yeah.
Aye.
Yeah, they're fun.
The funny ones anyway, eh?
Yeah.
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 And like this Before Christmas, that's my favourite one, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
I think they're scary.
Cartoon.
Nightmare
Yeah.
Before
Stop
Christmas is
motion.
scary.
Aye.
Yes.
My favourite Christmas movie is probably The Muppets Christmas Carol with Michael Caine and the Muppets. It's my favourite version of A Christmas Carol. I don't really like Charles Dickens. I don't really have an attachment to the original story. I just think the film's probably the best version of it. That's probably my favourite Christmas film. My least favourite Christmas film, whatever one is currently on that I don't want to watch, but the TV's on at Christmas and nobody wants to change the channel because where's the remote? Oh, can't be bothered. Let's just stick it on to have some background noise. That's my least favourite. It's on
Yeah.
every year.
They're always there, those ones.
Yeah. What about you said?
I really like the Polar Express one. It's magical.
That's good.
There's something about it that, you know, it lets you be a kid. It allows you to, you know, pretend. It's also got black representation, which as a kid growing up, I didn't see any little black kids with Santa and things like that. So it takes me back to wishing. But yeah, I suppose I like that. And I know the animation is really bad, like all the dead eyes in the kids. I know that.
Yeah.
The story of it and just how sweet it is. Like,
Oh.
if you believe, he'll come and see you.
Yeah.
I think the
Yeah.
animation was good for the time.
Yeah, for the
It was
time.
just
For the time,
it was
right.
just early.
You're
so-
just-
Yeah, I think it was one of the first ones that went over to that sort of type of animation. We're going
Can't
back,
remember.
what, 15 years now?
A bit more than that.
Is it?
I think it's like 20 years old.
Is it really?
I think so. I'll need to double check
That's old,
that.
eh?
Oh, it's ancient. Well, it's
Aye.
ancient.
No, but it's
Only a dinosaur would remember that film.
Yes, as rah, rah, rah. What's that saying?
It says, for listeners' context, I'm wearing a very ugly Christmas jumper I got from TK Maxx that has a dinosaur on it that's carrying a Christmas tree as it skis down a hill, and it says, fa-ra-ra-ra-ra, ra-ra-ra, roar, because dinosaurs say roar. It's the worst thing I've ever seen, so I had to have it immediately.
But because it's so bad, it's so good.
It circles around to being good. It's actually quite warm and comfy. It's just the worst. Anyway, yeah, Polar Express, 21 years old.
One of the worst ones, there, you guys will help me with the name of it. I did mention it last time. Guardians of the Galaxy, the Christmas special edition. Do any of you know the Guardians of the Galaxy film?
I know the franchise.
yeah.
I've not seen the Christmas. I've actually never seen any of them, but I didn't even know there was a
The
Christmas
others are really
special.
good. You know, they've got some weight behind them. You can enjoy them. They're funny. When you've seen all the other films that are so good, and then you've got this one, and it's just a real letdown. They maybe just done it for the paycheck, but
Of course they have.
yeah. So we've all gone over our films. Have we got some songs? Should we get our vocal cords ready? And what about doing Name That Tune? Shall we hum it? Okay.
Absolutely not. We'll get copyright struck because our replications will be pitch perfect, and people will go, "Oh my God, they got Mariah Carey for this," and try explaining that to Miss Carey's lawyers.
So some favourite songs.
Stop the Cavalry. That's a good one.
I think the first Noel's one of my favourite ones. Doesn't matter how it's sung. What about?
I mean, just Michael Bublé, Christmas.
Yeah,
I like that song.
he's got such a lovely voice.
Yeah.
His whole albums and
Especially the Christmas one. That's good.
It's not
Sorry.
really a favourite. I just like the tune of it. The last time when we were talking about it, didn't know what it was called. I had to hum it out, and then Peter said it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
yay! I think Bublé does that one, doesn't he? Michael Bublé, sorry.
Oh, my favourite Christmas song is actually All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey. I don't know why everyone hates it. I think it's
Really?
people actually love it because that's why it reaches the top of
Yeah.
the charts every Christmas. There's this whole meme about, oh, it's October, she's thawing out. Oh, you're gonna hear it. And it's like, I enjoy hearing it. Leave me alone. People are very vocal about their distaste for this song. And it's because they have no love in their hearts.
I know there's this thing online that you try to go the longest without hearing Last Christmas by Wham. And it's, yeah, I've never liked Wham. Should we go on to Hogmanay?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I'm also just looking it up, and this Stop the Cavalry song was never intended as a Christmas song. Only mentions
No.
Christmas once. Not to distract It's just interesting. The record company picked up on the line, "I wish I was home for Christmas," and added a tubular bell
Ah.
to the
Okay.
track. So the songwriter didn't want that at all. It's so funny.
It's all
Oh.
about the money, isn't it?
Yep.
That's the one thing I don't agree with. I wish it wasn't so commercialised. It's like, you know, the whole meaning of Christmas. If you're religious, you know what that is, you know, but it's the commercial side that is just, it's just ridiculous. You know, all the shops start doing mince pies and everything else literally after Halloween.
Some of them may do it even before Halloween.
Yeah, some of them do. One of the things that I know about Hogmanay is the first footing, letting the old year out and the new year in. I've always opened like a window on the front door just to make sure that they both, you know, the old year goes and the new year comes in with well wishes, hopefully. There's lots of food, but I don't know the traditional things that are done for Hogmanay. What are they?
Hogmanay is like haggis to me. Like when I think of Hogmanay, I think haggis. I don't know if that's like specifically a Hogmanay thing, or is that just something that I do because it feels appropriate? I don't know. I don't even know where I picked up the tradition from. And in terms of celebrations of Hogmanay, well, other than like it's just like another party usually. Like you just get together, you have some drinks. There's fireworks often. So like it's, I suppose other countries just do like normal New Year's Day parties. So like functionally, it's exactly the same. It's just we've got a funny word for it. So the reason Hogmanay is so important in Scotland is that after the Protestant Reformation, Christmas was banned from being celebrated here because it was kind of like seen as being demeaning of the religious importance of the festival. So it wasn't a day off, it wasn't a holiday, it was just like a quiet contemplation and solemn affair. So people took to celebrating Hogmanay instead. And that's why it's such a big celebration in Scotland, is because we didn't have Christmas for 200 plus years
Right.
as a celebration. So people saved up their whiskey for Hogmanay instead. Exciting.
That's actually really interesting.
It is. It's good world building, I think. Very interesting.
And obviously the saving up of the whiskey, we should say, like everything at Christmas time, everything in moderation, everything it should be. We all do excess, but we should all remember to do it all in moderation.
That's right. The only thing I'll be excessively doing this Christmas is eating mince pies. Have to stay warm for winter, you know.
Yes. Talking about sort of everything in moderation, I suppose this time of year we've also got to mention that it can be difficult for many people with lots of different reasons. It's not always easy having family around because some family members don't get on with each other, siblings don't get on, the larger family don't get on for whatever reason. It is a time when it's really stressful, you know, the preparation for Christmas, the food. It's a roast dinner that it'll be fine, it doesn't matter. I looked on Mind website. There was a few things about Christmas, and you might find this quite surprising. Apparently, there's 54% of people get worried about their mental health over Christmas. You've got 26% of people that say that Christmas makes their mental health worse. You've got 83% that feel lonely, 81% finding Christmas stressful, and 47% getting into debt. That's really high sort of stats. You know, and if anyone is feeling, you know, that they need to speak to somebody, have a look at the Mind website. There's always Samaritans as well if you want to have a chat with them. I've got to a stage now where I don't do grief at Christmas. If I don't like it, I'll go stand in the garden, I'll walk away. I just choose to be around the people that I want to be around. Not everyone has that luxury, but...
So yes, after Christmas, after Hogmanay, New Year, but there are a few more winter festivals that take place after this. Things like Ramadan and also things like Chinese New Year, which I'm hoping Susie can tell us more about.
Yeah, Chinese New Year. So it's different every year. It just depends when the Chinese calendar, so they call it the old lunar calendar. It just depends when that falls on each year on our calendar. So for next year it will be on the 17th of February. So that will still be part of winter festivals. That's what we're talking about. Usually in Chinese culture it's celebrated for 15 days.
Right.
So that will last around beginning of March. So every year people would do big celebrations. Family friends would get together, have big feasts, like decorate their homes like Christmas. There'll be like fireworks, firecrackers, parades. This is mostly like big celebrations in China and maybe Hong Kong. Probably not as much over here. There'll be like dragon dances, displays of red lanterns.
Yeah.
Everything will be in red with some gold, as these colours represent good fortune, luck, longevity, happiness, and wealth.
Right.
Who's
There would
boss?
be little red packets
Mm-hmm.
that mostly it's adults that would hand them out, and mostly for children. So it was like little red packets, they would put money inside them. That's for luck as well. For Chinese calendar, there's a Chinese zodiac. It's got 12 different animals. Each year it's on a 12-year cycle, so it'll be repeating every 12 years. So it would have like the rat, ox, tiger, rabbit, dragon, snake, horse, goat, monkey, rooster, dog, and pig. So it depends what year it is,
Yeah.
then it'll be the year of whatever it is. So for next year, it'll be the year of the horse. Out of these animals, there's like 5 different types, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
So like the category they fall in, for Chinese culture, it represents the 5 elements. So the elements are wood, fire, earth, metal, and water. Because next year is the year of the horse, the element would be fire. There's a lot to.
Yeah, it is. But it sounds really interesting,
yeah,
though.
it is interesting in that part. Does anyone know what year they were born in? Find out what your zodiac sign is. You just need the year that you were born in. It's a bit like star signs. For different animals, there's different characteristics and personality traits.
I've looked mine up. Oh, I don't like saying it. I'm the rat. I hate saying it, but yeah, I was born in 72, so.
I like rats.
Same.
And also, the rat won the race. That's why it's first in the zodiac.
Yeah, but it only won because it jumped on the ox's back.
Brain beats brawn. the wise and cunning rat overcomes the
Yeah,
brutish
that's
ox.
it's cunning. I don't
No
like-
oxes in the room, I hope. I'm dog, wood dog specifically. I'm allergic to dogs, so I've never really felt like it was a good fit.
Oh, dogs are lovely.
Ross, you're also dog. We're all dogs.
I'm rooster.
So let's all do our favourite Christmas joke. Ross, do you want to do one? Have you got one that you want to
Got
do?
one, aye.
Go on then.
What do you call a snowman with a bad temper? A meltdown.
That's brilliant.
That's good. That is good.
Oh, can anyone top that? I like that one. Go on.
What does a car horn from Egypt sound like?
No?
Don't know.
Ankh, ankh.
Oh my god. That's terrible.
I'm sorry, I'm really bad with getting jokes. I don't get it.
It's like the ancient Egyptian cross symbol with the circle on top. It's called an ankh or an ankh. So it sounds like a car horn.
Oh, sorry, I'm so bad at getting.
No, it's okay. It was a terrible joke as well. That's what makes it funny. I've got one. What do you call a deaf reindeer? Whatever you like. He can't hear you.
What do you call an old snowman? Water.
I've got one.
Yeah,
What reindeer has the worst manners?
don't know.
Rudolph.
Oh man.
How about this one? How does a penguin build a Lego house?
Don't know.
It glues it together.
Oh dear.
That's good.
Oh dear. Those jokes were cracking.
I think our ghost should do a joke as well.
What doesn't eat Christmas dinner?
Don't know.
Don't know.
A turkey, because it's stuffed. So one other joke, and this is my youngest son's favourite joke that he tells every single Christmas, and it's not really a Christmas joke, but knock knock,
Who's there?
Europe.
Europe. Who?
Oh, you're okay. Sorry about the rude joke.
As usual, we'd like to thank the toll booth for letting us use their recording studio.
Thanks, Tollbooth.
Thank you.
Thank
You. And we'd also like to thank everyone listening for making it to the end, and also for, if you've been listening for a long time, thank you for listening to all of them this year. And we hope you all have a great winter time, whatever festival it is you're going to celebrate. I hope you have fun. We'll see you next year.
Yeah.
Stay safe. Bye.
Bye.
See ya.